Hello, everyone, and welcome to this MLB The Show franchise mode. We will be playing as the Diamondbacks. I wasn't originally intending to record any of this series until the postseason, but I figured if I'm going to record it in the postseason, I might as well give you a taste of what we've been through in the regular season so that when we win or lose in the postseason, maybe it'll be a little bit more emotional. We've been playing as the Diamondbacks. We're about 19 games into the season, and we've played well. We're 14 and 5. We're 14 and 5. One game off of the Giants, who have played well. They're 14 and 7. The Dodgers, Padres, and Rockies have not played well, especially that Dodgers team, 10 and 10 through the first 20 games. Not what you would expect from the Dodgers. Let me take you through the roster here. We have the usual suspects, and then a couple of new faces. We have Reese Rolling as our ace, and Michael Beertzer in that 2 spot right behind Reese, and then Parker Houdini. This is really our big 3 with our ace, and then maybe like a Brewers situation where you got Corbin Burns, and then Woodruff, and then Peralta. And our 4th spot is Colby Roskop, who is not really in that top tier like Reese, Michael, and Parker are, but he's a serviceable 4th spot. He throws pretty hard, and he's got okay secondary pitches. And then our 5th starter is Jaden Hockett. We only have 5 starters, so I really hope none of them get hurt. As unlikely as that is, we'll have to make some difficult decisions if any of them do get hurt. We don't have much of a backup plan. Jaden throws the delayed slider, and as you can see, he has B potential. So even though he is maybe a lower overall than Colby Roskop and Parker, I feel like we will get okay results out of him, and he can really only go up from here. In the bullpen, our bullpen's pretty thin. We only have 6 guys in the bullpen. Brett Van Hove, who you'll remember from 7th grade history class, of course, and Toadsworth from the game Super Mario Super Sluggers on the Wii. Ricky Vaughn from the movie Major League. Peyton Smith from Lenmar Silver. He throws the forkball. Throws his forkball about 85 to 90% of the time, and then mixes in 2-seam fastball and cutter the rest of that other 10%. So he's mostly a forkball guy. And then we have Noah Uptain. We also have Keith. Keith's our all-star closer. He throws very hard. No one really gets hits off Keith. I'm not worried about that. We don't really have a primary catcher on the team. Our starting catcher is Trevor Kessens. And then our backup catcher is our center fielder, Ethan Hartoon, who we'll meet later. Coach Coffrin is the team's primary first baseman at the moment. He's been playing very well through his first 17 games. He's got the OPS over 1,000, and he's hit 9 home runs in 17 games. So that's a pretty good pace. Jacob Tayo is our team's primary third baseman, although his main position is first base. He has maybe not hit extraordinarily well. I mean, he's been passable. The on-base percentage is a little bit lower than you'd like it to be, but the slugging percentage is nice. And he plays a serviceable third base. He is better at first, but we do have a lot of first basemen. Maybe this is due to most of the people I know being relatively slow and powerful. I don't know. Adam Pint is our second baseman, although his primary position is first base. Adam Pint is very fast. He plays very good defense, and he's mostly a contact guy, although he's got some pop. In certain situations, he has hit 2 home runs in the first 17 games. Adam Pine is really nice. Aaron Boone, the Yankees manager, always uses the term like Swiss Army knife. This is kind of what Adam Pine is, because I'd feel comfortable with him in the leadoff spot, but also he's a pretty good bat to have in like the 7th, 8th, and 9th spots. And you always love speed, especially on this team. It seems like no one is fast. We have Zach Squires, who is a utility guy, but mostly an infield utility guy. He can't play shortstop, and he really doesn't play the positions all that well. But he does hit lefties pretty well, so maybe we'll use him as a platoon guy. And then Big Mar, of course, everyone's favorite, very powerful guy. relatively low contact and vision. He's not going to make contact very often, but when he does hit the ball, it should go pretty far. I'm not exactly sure his role on the team because he's mostly a DH, but we have several DHs, so we'll see how many at bats Big Mar really gets. Ethan Motzinger, he plays second base by trade, but we'll probably move him over to shortstop. That's where he's been playing most of the year. We don't have a better shortstop, so that's why we move Adam over to second base and Ethan over to shortstop. We don't have a third baseman. That's why Jacob moves over to third. Nick Westfall is a shortstop, but he's mostly our infield utility guy with Zach. Doesn't hit quite as well as Zach does, but he does play shortstop, which is big, and it gives Ethan Motzinger the option to have a day off every once in a while. Mark Reed is our star left fielder. Pretty much maxed out stats. He's played well on the season. 373, 435, 893 for an OPS of just over 1,300. And his strikeout to walk ratio is always good, even better than 7 to 12. Usually more walks than strikeouts at the end of the season. He's hit 8 home runs, which is tied for second on the team. And we don't have any other left fielders. We do have 2 center fielders. We have our backup catcher and starting center fielder, Ethan Hartoon. Ethan Hartoon is a good hitter. He's fast, and he plays serviceable defense. I don't know how we're going to operate load management-wise because we're going to expect Ethan to play center field every day until Trevor needs a day off, and then he's going to move to catcher, and then he's going to get a day off. So I don't exactly know how that's going to work. We're going to have to try to maneuver the off days around so that Ethan does not want to die by, mid-May. We do have Zion to play center field in Ethan's absence. Zion's fast. He plays good defense. He can't hit. And he hits righties a little bit better than lefties. We have the last 2 players on the team are Ron Swanson and Ian Kramer. Ron Swanson plays hardly any defense. He's our team's primary DH. He still hits well, and he's all business in the box, as you'd expect Ron Swanson to be. He's from, if you're not familiar with Ron Swanson, he's from the TV show Parks and Recreation. Ian Kramer is the last player on the team, and Ian Kramer plays right field most days. He's our starting right fielder. We like Ian. He's a nice guy, but the batting average is low, as you can see in his 16 games this season. He's hit 164. So we're going to look for Ian to maybe make contact a little bit more often. When he does make contact, it's usually for extra bases. And he's got average to above average speed, mainly because of those long legs that he's got. So Ian maybe is a little bit of a wild card. If he gets on a hot streak, he can really carry a team, but the hot streaks seem to be few and far between. So why don't we, after all that talk about the roster, why don't we jump into a game here against the Mets? We are away. No, we're home. We play a home game. Maybe we should. Let's wear these jerseys. That looks fun. Yeah. Jaden Hockett will be on the mound. Looks like the Mets lineup is pretty typical to their real-life Mets team. They're 11-8, much worse than they've started out in real life. There's Big Mar making his major league debut. Wonder if he's a little nervous. Running out to first base. He looks nervous. Jaden Hockett will make his 4th start on the season. The first 3 have gone pretty well. He has thrown 17 innings through 3, so just under 6 innings a start. 16 hits in 17 innings. That's a fine whip, and his walk to strikeout ratio is maybe a little bit too many walks, or not very many strikeouts, I guess. Only 7 strikeouts in 17 innings. But Jaden's, I guess, really just trying to limit hard contact is mainly his thing. Jaden's primary pitch is what we call the slurve or the slider, and then he'll mix in his secondary pitch, which is the delayed slider. As that one's grounded to third base, Jacob Tyler gathers it and throws it onto first. Big Mar making his first, having his first action there in the big leagues. Good play by Jacob. We'll look at the starting lineup. Starling Marte plays center field. Luis Guillorme plays shortstop. Brandon Nimmo, J.D. Davis, Mark Canna, Jeff McNeil, Eduardo Escobar, Dominic Smith, and then Thomas Nido plays catcher. Luis Guillorme, I think, fun fact about Luis Guillorme, he holds the at least the spring training record for longest at bat ever. I think that was set a couple years ago. He had it was something like a 25 pitch at bat or like a 26 pitch at bat. And he lines that one into center field. Zion will not be able to get there. Jaden Hockett gives up his first single of the day. Tried to sneak in the delayed slider, but Guillorme was not really fooled and maybe just jammed him a little bit. I don't know if that was necessarily great contact. It says he was late, although we didn't jam him. It was kind of off the meaty part of the bat. And here's Brandon Nimmo. I've never particularly liked Brandon Nimmo. He always runs. He always sprints to first base after he gets a walk, and it's kind of annoying. It's Jaden throwing a cutter here. Good pitch. Little backdoor cutter. We'll try to get Nimmo swinging on the delayed slider, and he does not bite. Ethan Hartoon playing catcher for us. Trevor Kessens gets the day off. Maybe we'll try a front door sinker here on Nimmo. And he lines that one foul. I think we'll try the slurve. Jaden Hockett gets him to ground into what should be a pretty easy double play. No, the ball was not hit quite enough. The ball was not hit quite hard enough. Decent play there, or decent turn there from Ethan Motzinger to Adam Pint, but Nimmo just has enough speed and the ball wasn't hit very hard. All right, J.D. Davis will be up. I don't know where Francisco Lindor is. Maybe he gets the day off. And that will be grounded to Ethan Motzinger, who makes the play easily to get Jaden Hockett out of the first inning. So 3 ground balls and a single for the Mets in the first inning. And we will go to the bottom of the first. Ethan Motzinger leading off. Motzinger's hit .260 on the season, .722 OPS. He has hit 2 home runs, and I think we like him in the leadoff spot. He gives a good at-bat each time. And we're looking for someone who lays off balls. We don't want anyone swinging at bad pitches in the leadoff spot, and I think that's what Ethan Motzinger really excels at, as he takes 2 inside fastballs. 2-0 now. Will be swung on and hit to center field, but too high, and Starling Marte will make the catch. Look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Ethan Motzinger, who we just saw fly out. Ethan Hartoon, Mark Reed, Ron Swanson at DH, Jacob Tayo, Ian Kramer, Adam Pint, Big Mar making his MLB debut, and Zion Rios playing center field as Ethan Hartoon moves over to catcher for the day. Ethan Hartoon has had a fairly good year, I would say, hitting .346. You can see that's 8th in the National League. Ethan Hartoon's a pretty big guy. Him and Reese are probably the 2 most muscular men on the team. Oh, and he will take that for maybe a gifted ball there. So now a 1-1 count from Taijuan Walker. It swung on and hit deep to left center field, and that will be a home run. Thought it might be foul there for a second, but Ethan Hartoon starts off this ball game in brilliant fashion with his 5th home run of the year, 113 miles per hour off the bat. Looked like Ethan Hartoon was trying to figure out whether it was going to go fair or foul. Taijuan Walker just tries to sneak a fastball by him, and Ethan is ready for it. Sneaks it right inside the foul pole. We'll be expecting Ethan to do a lot more of that through the season. He really crushes the ball, especially when his swing is on. Mark Reed up now. Mark Reed hitting .373 with 8 home runs. Mark Reed generally works to all fields. He is sort of I'm not going to say unrealistically great player, but he's very good. He's very good as he takes that one for a ball high. Taijuan Walker throwing some heat early in the game. I remember watching a start against the Yankees. Taijuan Walker was throwing like 92, 93. I guess he's pumping it up to 97. Maybe I was wrong. No, 97. Full count now to Mark Reed. Yeah, so foul that one off. And he will ground that slider to second base. And he will ground out for the 2nd out of the inning. He hit it hard, but when you hit ground balls, they turn into outs, really no matter how hard you hit them. Ron Swanson up, hitting .361 on the season. The 2 through 4 guys, the 2 through 4 guys in this lineup have really carried this team, along with Coach Coffrin, who is getting the day off. So not everyone on the team has had a brilliant year, but these 3 have really carried this team to where they are. Ron swings and fouls that one back. 2-2 now. Is swung on and hit to right field, but I don't think that will have enough as Ron flies out to the warning track. Brandon Nimmo makes the catch. So Ethan Hartoon puts the Diamondbacks on the board with his 5th home run of the season, a solo shot off Taijuan Walker. Beauty of a swing. Mark Cantna and his sideburns are now up. Jaden Hockett working in his 2nd inning after what was a relatively easy 1st inning. And that will be grounded to Ethan Motsinger. The 4th ground. Oh, Cantna's safe. Ooh. Maybe we'll challenge that. Maybe a bad play there by Ethan Motsinger. You need to have some urgency. Mark Cantna's not the fastest player in the league, but that should be an out. Oh, and I guess he did get him out, so we'll challenge that. So the 4th ground ball out for Jaden Hockett. Call on the field, safe at first. Yeah, he's out by a mile. It's a pretty bad call by the ump. That really wasn't a bang-bang play. Oh. I'm seeing Big Mark taking his foot off the bag there. Oh, no, he called him out. Okay. So he did get him out. Did Mario keep his foot on the bag? We're going to look at this ourselves here. Maybe Big Mar getting a little nervous in his first big league game. Ooh. I'm going to say he definitely did not have his foot on the bag. Well, well, I called him safe. We challenged it, got the challenge wrong, but then they got the review wrong. So Jaden Hockett gets the first out on a ground ball. On what was a bad play all around, really. A bad play by Ethan Motsinger, not getting the ball out very fast. And then a poor play by Big Mar. As Adam Pint, will a little bit of glove flip there. Jaden Hockett, this is really what Jaden Hockett, this is what the pitching staff really wants Jaden Hockett to try to do. These don't, try to go out there and pitch like Reese. Go out there and try to pitch like Jaden Hockett. Um, limit hard contact and try to get as many ground balls as possible. And he's really done that through the first inning and 2/3 here. So that one will be a ball. The 1-1 is taken for a ball. Trying the backdoor cutter on Eduardo Escobar. And good pitch there by Jaden. Now we're going to throw him the delayed slider. Delayed slider is pretty popular on, there it is. Jaden Hockett's first strikeout of the game. And of course it's on the delayed slider. We'll see Tayo, Kramer, and Pint up in the bottom of the second. Jacob Tayo hitting .239 on the season. We saw his on-base percentage was sub .300, so it's something he's really going to have to work on if he wants to stay in this lineup. But he has a good track record, and I guess we like Jacob Tayo most of the time. Jacob Tayo is a wonderful teammate to have when things are going well, and then not so great of a teammate to have when things are going poorly. He really makes hot streaks very hilarious and very fun, and he makes cold streaks absolutely miserable. He will attempt to blame everyone on the team except himself. But right now, the Diamondbacks are playing well, and so Jacob Tayo is happy and playing well. He takes that one for a ball. Taijuan Walker's giving us 3 sliders and a fastball. Maybe he's going to pump in a fastball here on 3-1. And Jacob Tayo hits that one to left field. I believe that's Mark Canna out there in left. Yep. So not a bad at-bat by Jacob Tayo. Ian Kramer up here. Ian Kramer, well, we talked about his situation. So he takes that one for this ump has a tight strike zone. Taijuan Walker not getting very many calls here early on. There's a splitter right down the middle. Ian likes the high pitch, although he swings through that one. Maybe looking for a fastball there. Ian likes the high pitch. Anything about here, not so good on the low pitches, as he takes that one for a ball inside. Good take there. And he takes that one for a ball outside. The 3-2 now to Ian Kramer. Is swung on and grounded to third base. And that will be an out. Nice play there by the third baseman. Who plays third base for the Mets? Escobar? Nice play. Adam Pite now hitting 7th. 11-game hitting streak, hitting .324. Adam Pite, maybe a much better hitter than maybe you would expect out of the 7-hole. And I would expect him and Ethan Motsinger will sort of share that leadoff spot, because Adam Pite is a really great leadoff hitter. The 1-1 now from Taijuan Walker is taken for a ball high. Adam takes that one. Ooh, a splitter really just sailed on him. The 3-1 now. And Adam will take that slider. Maybe looking for a fastball on 3-1. That's not a bad take. 3-2. is swung on and popped up. And that will end the inning. So Taijuan Walker threw 2. Relatively little damage so far, except for that Ethan Hartoon solo shot. Dominic Smith will be up now. Jaden Hockett working in his 3rd inning. Jaden has been efficient so far. That is one thing that you will notice about watching Jaden pitch throughout the season. He is efficient. A lot of ground balls. I mean, he doesn't throw very hard, so it's not a whole lot of whiffs. And when you're not getting guys whiffing, they put the ball in play a lot more. The 2-2 now to Dominic Smith is taken for a ball. Because Jaden does not have, electric stuff, he does have to use all of his pitches pretty early in the game, which means that his longevity is sort of a question. By the 2nd or 3rd at bat, usually hitters have seen everything that he's gotten or that he has, and they start putting together better at bats. So the first time through the order, Jaden Hockett is usually pretty solid as he gets Dom Smith to ground out there. Thomas Nido, I think it's Nido, or it might be Nido, but I'm pretty sure it's Nido. The Mets 9 hitter. Jaden Hockett looking to pump in a fastball here. And that one is hit high down the left field line. Looked like it might have, maybe not home run distance, but squared up Jaden's fastball for sure. So the 2-2 now, we'll go with the delayed slider. I expect we'll get him out. Delayed slider is pretty good. And yep, he does go after the delayed slider. Ethan Hartoon throws it on to first. And Jaden Hockett gets his 2nd strikeout of the day. Starling Marte is up now. He had a ground out to 3rd last time. Hitting .352 on the young season. As Jaden Hockett really trying to establish that sinker. And it is a pitch that he will need if he's going to really go deep in this ball game. Because these Mets hitters are already starting to have better at-bats against the slider. Although now that I say that, we're going back with the delayed slider, and I expect we'll get a strikeout. The delayed slider works a lot better against righties than it does against lefties. As Marte goes after, and Jaden Hockett gets his 3rd strikeout of the day. All 3 on delayed sliders. How about that? Big Mar is up. Big Mar getting his first MLB at bat. Not exactly sure where Big Mar came from. I don't know if he played in the minors or if he played in independent ball, maybe the California Penal League. I don't know. But maybe the Philippines. Big Mar has a family history in the Philippines. Don't know how many times he's really been to the Philippines himself, maybe once or twice, but most of his family, or at least part of his family, is from there. So he takes 2 balls. It'll be 2-1 now. Is taken for a ball downstairs. Zion is on deck. Mario and Zion are pretty good friends. They live next to each other, or they did at one point. As Big Mar takes that slider. Taijuan Walker really likes that slider on 3-1. I guess maybe Ethan Hartoon scared him off his fastball a little bit. And Big Mar will take that one for a ball. Nowhere close to the zone, and his first at-bat ends in a walk. Taijuan Walker already up to 41 pitches now. Zion to hit. He takes that one for a strike right down the middle. Zion is normally a threat to bunt, but I don't really think we want him bunting in this situation with Mar at first base. Feels like a pretty easy double up. The 0-2 now is fouled off. The 0-2 now to Zion is taken for a ball upstairs. Zion hits that one into left, but I think that'll hang up for Canna. And indeed it will. The first out of the inning goes to Zion Rios. So Ethan Motzinger will come up as the order turns over. His last at bat ended in a fly out to center field. He took 2 fastballs and then he swung at something. I don't remember what it was. He swung at something and flew out. The 0-1 is taken for a slider outside. The 1-1 swung on and lined to center field, but that one will also hang up. Ethan Motzinger hit it better this time, but same result as his last at bat. Maybe a little bit of frustration there. You can see on his face the dead, no emotion look as he runs back to the dugout. So Ethan Hartoon will get his second at bat after destroying a home run to left. He takes that one for a fastball. Or for a strike. A fastball for a strike. Apparently he leads the NL in runs scored. I've never been big on runs scored because it feels like it's very dependent on how good your team is, but I suppose it means something. The 0-2 now is outside. We're not going to go to second with Big Mar. I don't want to take any chances, especially with 2 outs with Ethan at the plate. I think we want base runners, and I don't really know if Big Mar would have gotten there anyway. Ethan takes that one for a ball as well. So he threw a fastball, and then he threw a slider, and then back-to-back sliders. So I don't know what we're really going to get here. And it's a fastball, and Ethan lines that one into left. That'll be the second home run of the game. Taijuan Walker did not learn from the first at-bat and really threw almost the exact same pitch, just a middle fastball, knowing that Ethan Hartoon really is not afraid of his fastball. And Ethan Hartoon gets his second home run of the day. I don't think this one was crushed quite as bad as the first one, but maybe a line shot of a home run. 111. I don't remember what the other one was. 113. Basically the same spot. Same pitch, same spot, same result. Mark Reed now up as he will foul that one off. Taijuan Walker maybe a little bit upset. Back-to-back fastballs at the top of the zone. See if he gives us a third fastball. Really wanting to get out of this inning. And he does, but he sails it over his head. I think we're looking slider here. No, a third fastball. Yeah, Taijuan Walker's pissed. Fastball. And he gives us a fifth fastball, but that'll be inside. Mark Reed swings and hits that fastball down the line. Man, 6 straight fastballs to Mark Reed. And he lines it down the right field line for a double. Not exactly sure what Taijuan Walker's doing here. Maybe he just got mad and he thought maybe if I throw as hard as I can, I'll try to get the best player in the world out. But just a middle fastball. Mark Reed's not going to miss that. So now Mark Reed on second. Still 2 outs. Taijuan Walker now at 60 pitches. And Ron Swanson up to hit as he takes that one for a ball inside. What did Ron do in his last at-bat? He flew out to right field. Missed a home run by maybe less than 10 feet. As he'll foul that one off. I don't know that Taijuan Walker has any strikeouts at this point. 1-1 is... Ooh, a good pitch. Taijuan Walker once again a strike away from finishing this inning. The 1-2 is fouled away. Good pitch there by Taijuan. We'll do the 1-2 again. Is low for a ball. The 2-2 is fouled away. The Diamondbacks are really seeing Taijuan Walker well here early on, as that one is also fouled off. He doesn't use that splitter a whole lot, and I don't know if we've even seen the 12-6 curve. Mostly just fastball slider, as that one is fouled off. Man, he's just laying fastballs right in there. The 2-2 is good pitch there from Taijuan Walker. 2-2 is taken, and Ron Swanson strikes out. But Ethan Hartoon gives us 2 more, his second home run of the day. And the Diamondbacks lead 3-0. Jaden's out there for his 4th inning of work. 38 pitches through the first 3, as that one is in there for a strike. Luis Guillorme is the only man to reach base here so far, and he will not reach base in this at-bat, as Jaden Hockett gets another weak infield out. Carlos Rodon leading the National League in strikeouts with 48. Corbin Burns is second with 37. Man, Carlos Rodon is crazy. Oh, bad location there on the slider from Jaden. Try to get a better location here, as that'll be taken for a ball inside. Maybe get Nimmo to swing at a sinker down low. I would imagine Jaden's... There we go. As Ethan makes a nice play. I would imagine Jaden's fastball looks a little bit faster than 81. Maybe not much, but after you see all these sliders, I would imagine that his fastball looks a little bit faster. As there's a cutter in there for a strike. Jaden throwing a lot of strikes. We like to see that. Strikes are good, especially when you're living on the edge of the zone like Jaden is. We'll go with the delayed slider. As that gets... Who was up? I don't remember. As Adam will flip that onto first. I don't know why Adam doesn't like to throw overhand, but another underhand toss to Big Mar. We'll do Tayo, Kramer, Pint to lead off the bottom of the 4th. I really like, as much as I like our 1 through 4 guys, I really like the 5 through 9 setup. Usually instead of Big Mar, we have Coach Coffrin, but I feel like the back end of the lineup being Tayo, Kramer, Pint especially is a really good 1-2 punch, with the 1 punch being the first 4 guys, and then that second punch that you're not expecting. You think you get Ron Swanson out and it gets easier. No, you have to face Tayo, you have to face Kramer, you have to face Pint. I really like that about this lineup. It's got depth. As Jacob will take that. Man, if I was Taijuan Walker, I would be extremely upset. This day has not gone well for him, as he throws that one at neck height. And Jacob Tayo will see another 3-1. Are we looking fastball? I mean, you got to look fastball. He's thrown a slider multiple times, and that one is a splitter way outside. Taijuan Walker getting... I don't know if... he's getting frustrated. He's getting tired. He's really lost his sharpness. And Jacob Tayo will walk Ian Kramer now up. And he'll take that one for a strike. Taijuan Walker maybe trying to throw some more splitters here. And the 0-1 to Kramer is swung on, and another splitter. Back-to-back splitters. And if you count the one from the earlier at bat, 3 splitters in a row. Maybe he tries to sneak in a fastball to Kramer. And no, a good slider, and Ian strikes out. Second strikeout of the day for Taijuan Walker. Nothing Ian can really do with that pitch. That's a well-located slider. Adam is now up. Adam takes that one for a ball outside. Adam's second in the National League with 8 doubles. This offense has been crazy good early in the season. And Adam hits that one foul. I wonder if maybe we'll try a hit and run. With Adam's contact ability, maybe we'll try to get Adam to hit one in the gap. Jacob will be off and running. And Adam will... Nope, that'll be a fly out. Jacob will scurry on back to first. And the Mets will be the Mets. So 2 outs. Adam hit that one pretty well, but it was straight at the right fielder. Who plays right field for the Mets? The right fielder, Nimmo. So Big Mar will get his second plate appearance of his MLB career. Still, I guess, looking for his first official at-bat after the walk. And he'll take that one in for a strike. The 0-1 is grounded foul. The 0-2 now from Taijuan Walker is taken for a ball in the dirt. 1-2 to Big Mar. Taken. Slider outside. The 2-2. Ooh. Yeah, good fastball there from Taijuan. Gets Big Mar swinging. So Taijuan Walker kind of limiting the damage thus far. Through 4, only 3 earned runs. And they've really only been 2 bad pitches to Hartoon. None of his other mistakes have really been crushed. Jaden working his 5th inning of work, back-to-back sliders, and then we'll go with a delayed slider, which is even slower. And no, that will be up the middle, and a diving Ethan Motzinger won't get there. As Zion throws that one into Pint. So the second hit of the day, who was that? I don't remember. Mark Canna. That was Mark Canna. So this is kind of what I was talking about. The second time through the order, Jaden does tend to struggle, and then the third time through the order, he struggles a lot more. Oh, and Mark Canna is trying to go to second, and he does. I don't know what Hartoon was doing there, being sort of a lazy ass. So there's a guy on second, no outs. The pitch to Jeff McNeil is taken for a ball high. Jaden throws another slider. Now the 3-1. What do we throw Jeff McNeil on 3-1? I think we throw him low sinker. Good pitch. Good pitch. And now we throw the delayed slider. And that will be swung on and a hit to shortstop. Ethan Motzinger fields it. No problem. 1 away. Red Sox are beating the Rays in the 8th inning. The Yankees are tied. Wander Franco is 2 for 3. How exciting. Eduardo Escobar now up. Still a runner on second. Jaden going to try to jam him with that cutter. And he does not, but it lands in there for a strike anyway. Jaden going back to the delayed slider. And Big Mar will make his first play of his MLB career, or his first real play. He does well. So Dom Smith now up. That runner has moved to third base. And Dom Smith hits that one. Jaden off the mound makes a nice play. And no runs through 5 for Jaden Hockett. No runs. I think 4 strikeouts. Tyler McGill, who I believe is in the Mets rotation in real life, but Tyler McGill will come on to replace Taijuan Walker, who did not have an amazing day, but all things considered, with the tight strike zone, and he did not have his best stuff. I feel like he navigated the lineup about as well as one could expect. He did throw 2 pretty terribly placed fastballs to Ethan Hartoon that were crushed, and he did have a couple of other mistakes, like the one to Mark Reed, but all in all, 3 earned runs through 4 is not horrendous. As Tyler McGill, fastball, changeup, slider guy, throws hard. I mean, he's coming out of the bullpen. Everyone throws hard. As Zion will foul that one off. Another 0-2 count for Zion. And Zion strikes out on a fastball. So Tyler McGill, striking out his first batter he faces out of the bullpen. Ethan Motzlinger now up for his 3rd at-bat. 2 flyouts. Well, I'll call it a flyout and a line out. So 2 outs to center field. The average down to 253 after these 2 at-bats. And he takes the first pitch for a slider for a strike. And he takes that one for a strike. Tyler McGill really, the fastball looks alive early on in this game. The 0-2 now to Ethan Motzlinger is taken for a ball high. The Diamondbacks can be pretty safe taking pitches close to the zone because it looks like this ump has a pretty small strike zone as Ethan Motzlinger swings and hits that pretty hard but foul. Maybe Tyler McGill looking to give him a fastball here, and he does, but he takes it. The 2-2 is swung on and popped up. Good pitch there from McGill. So Ethan Hartoon gets his 3rd at-bat after the first 2 ended about as well as they can end in baseball. But he doesn't get to face Taijuan Walker this time. He has to face McGill. The 0-1 is taken for a slider low. The 1-1 now is swung on and a hit to right field. I think Nemo will be there, and he will. Ethan Hartoon hit it well, but not enough, and Nemo makes the catch. So Jaden Hockett goes for his 6th inning of work. We will have to be very careful with Jaden through the 3rd time through the order, as after Thomas Nido. He's going to face the top of the Mets order for the 3rd time. We'll go with the delayed slider on 2 strikes. You'd think they'd know it was coming by now. Maybe they have figured it out. Yeah, maybe they're laying off the delayed slider just a little bit. We're going to go with the regular slider, more of a front door action. And Thomas Nido hits that well to center field, but Zion will be there. So who leads off for the Mets? Starling Marte. I think we will get someone working in the bullpen. I think it'll be Ricky Vaughn. Get Ricky Vaughn working in the bullpen. Barring any sort of total collapse on Jaden's part. He does only have a 3-run lead, so he doesn't have a whole lot of room to make mistakes. As that one is hit pretty hard into center field for a 1-out single. I believe that's Starling Marte's first hit of the day, and the third that Jaden has given up. Apparently a 13-game hitting streak for Starling Marte. That's not too bad. Luis Guillorme is up as Starling Marte takes off. Ethan Hartoon throwing to second, and they got him. Good throw from Ethan. Nice play by Ethan. Ethan to Ethan on that play. As Starling Marte, I don't know how you don't steal that base. I mean, Jaden's not very quick to home, and he doesn't throw very hard. Maybe just a bad jump, or maybe a really good throw from Ethan. Anyway, the 0-1 now to Luis Guillorme, who has no one on base, is swung on and lined to second base. Adam makes the play, and Jaden gets through the 6th. I think that might be his last inning, unless we can tack on a couple of runs here. If we can get a 4th run or a 5th run in this inning, I'll let Jaden go out there for the next inning. But if it's still a 3-0 lead, I think I'm going to go Vaughn to Van Hove to Keith. The 2-0 to Reed is taken for a ball inside. Does Reed have the green light on 3-0? I would have to think he would. And he does, and he swings and hits that hard but foul. A little early. The 3-1 is taken for a ball. Classic ump. I feel like the ump's given us way more calls than the Mets have. Maybe we're paying off the umpire a little bit. Ooh, okay. Very uncharacteristically big strike zone from this umpire. 0-1 is swung on and missed. The 0-2. Oh, throw back to first. Keeping an eye on Mark Reed. The 0-2 to Ron. Oh. Very concerned about Mark Reed over there at first. The 0-2, maybe. Yes. Is swung on and a hit to left field. That'll stay up for Canna, and he will make the catch. Mark Reed will go on back to first. Let's see who's after Ron. That'll bring Jacob up to the plate. Yes, Jacob will be up to the plate. He what did Jacob do? He walked. How did he get out the last time? I think he grounded out. No, he lined out. He lined out. Lined out to left, and then took a walk. And he hits that one foul. Oh, and he lines that one right up the middle. That hits Tyler McGill, and he will be safe at first. Tyler McGill takes a shot to I think it was like the quad region. Jacob showing no remorse and running as hard as he can to first base. Ooh, he might have been out. Either way, looks like McGill will stay in the game. I don't know where it hit him, but it will stay in the game, and Jacob will take first base. Ian Kramer up now with runners on. I always like to see runners on when Ian's up because that home run power really shows itself when he has guys on. And speaking of home run power, I think Ian Kramer will leave the yard on this one. He hits it high to left field, and that will be gone. I wasn't even paying attention to what kind of pitch it was, but he hits the snot out of this one. 102 miles per hour off the bat, 401. That's a legit home run. That's not a Yankee Stadium home run. Ian doesn't even look very happy. He just sort of looks mad. Yeah, fastball on the inside part of the plate. Good swing. So maybe we will let Jaden go out there for the 7th. As the Diamondbacks chase Tyler Miguel out of the game and bring on Drew Smith to face Adam Pint. Ooh. Looks like Drew Smith's got a pretty nice curveball. The 1-1 to Adam Pint is swung on and fouled off. That one's taken for a ball inside. Taken for ball in the dirt. So Adam Pint works a full count. Only seen one pitch in the strike zone. And he lines that one down. Is that going to be out? I think Adam Pint hits a home run. A terrible pitch from Drew Smith. But a beautiful swing by Adam Pint. Adam Pint, not a ton of power, but capable of that. If you give him a bad pitch, capable of wrapping one down the line for sure. As the Diamondbacks are now leading 7-0. He hits that into the visiting bullpen. Big Mar now up, looking for his first hit of his career after walking and then striking out. The 0-1 to Big Mar is... Big Mar does not handle off-speed pitches especially well. I'll be honest with you. The 0-2 now is swung on and hit high to left field. I don't think that will be out. I get excited when Big Mar hits the ball, especially in the air. Zion Rios now up. He takes that one for a ball. I don't know how many of these strikes the Mets have had taken from them by this umpire, but I would say at least 6 or 7. That one's high. Drew Smith throws pretty hard. Ooh, good cutter there. Had Zion fooled. Very early. 2-1 is taken for a strike. The 2-2 to Zion is fouled off. The 2-2 again is fouled off. Zion not seeing that cutter especially well. I wonder if Drew Smith throws it again. He does not. He goes back with a fastball. Good at bat here from Zion. Way to stay alive. And he takes that one for a ball outside. So a full count now. Zion putting up a stellar at bat. And he will take that for a walk. Good at bat there from Zion. Ethan Motzinger up. Average down to 250. He will take that for a strike right down the middle. Ethan takes another one for a strike. Maybe confused on exactly what he's looking for. The 0-2 now is taken for a ball. The 1-2 to Ethan Motzinger is swung on and hit well to center field. And that'll be gone. Man, so the Mets bullpen imploding here in the 6th inning. Drew Smith gives Ethan Motzinger a curveball right down the middle. And he's acting like a douchebag. Get some high fives from Zion, a high five from Ethan. It was really right down the middle. Curveball about as middle as you can get. And that will bring on Joely Rodriguez, the ex-Yankee. He's pitched well in his 4 innings of work, 4 strikeouts. He has not apparently thrown very well against right-handed batters, but it's a small sample size. We will see what Ethan Hartoon can do. What did Ethan do? He flew out to right field. Yes, I remember. He hit the ball pretty well, but he flew out to right field in his last at-bat. He will take that one for a ball low. And he will, good changeup there from Joely, and he gets Ethan Hartoon to pop up to second base. Jeff McNeil makes the catch, and we go on to the 7th inning. So we'll leave Jaden Hockett out there for the 7th. With a 9-run lead, I think we will. Oh, Adam Pint almost makes a spectacular play. Just off the, I don't know if it was like the palm of his glove, but almost a really nice play there from Adam. We'll watch that again. Yeah, well, I guess just off the outside of his glove there. Really nice play. J.D. Davis will be up, and he lines that one into right field. Ian Kramer getting the ball, showing off his arm strength a little bit right there. See, I don't know when to take Jaden out because I don't really want to ruin his line, even if we have a 9-run lead. But the bullpen does need rested. Maybe this will solve our issues. A little double play ball here, and Ethan and Adam turn it. So a much different situation now after the double play. Instead of first and second with nobody out, it is now runner on third with 2 outs. And Jaden Hockett with a chance to get out of this inning with no runs allowed. He just needs to get Jeff McNeil. What do we throw Jeff McNeil on 2-0? I think we throw him another slider. Now the delayed slider. Jaden getting tired. But, a close call on the delayed slider. Try to throw a backdoor delayed slider. Oh, Jaden Hockett getting squeezed. I suppose it's only fair after so many of those awful calls. As Eduardo Escobar is up. I think we're going to take Jaden out, and I think we're going to put Rick Vaughn in. Jaden pitched well, but I would feel bad if I left Jaden in there for too long, and he ended up with a bad line. Jaden Hockett not especially happy to come out of the ball game, but he knows he pitched well. So Ricky Vaughn is in. He's thrown 6 innings, 6 strikeouts in 6 innings. And he will look to get the final out of the inning. It should be a pretty different look from Jaden to Ricky, because Ricky throws very hard. So maybe it'll catch the Mets a little bit slow after seeing 6 innings of 70 miles an hour. We're seeing 100. As Ricky's going to throw the sinker to Eduardo Escobar, and he fouls that one off. Was he late? He was late. So we're just going to give him a fastball, high and tight, see if we can strike him out. And he just takes it. And Ricky Vaughn gets out of the inning. No runs. Jaden with 6 2/3 shutout innings against the Mets. Very nice day from Jaden. So Mark Reed is now up against Joely Rodriguez. I remember when Joely played for the Yankees last season, they always said that he had better stats against righties than he did against lefties. I don't know if that will be reflected in this game, but I've heard that Joely Rodriguez's stuff plays better against righties. The 1-1 to Mark Reed is taken for a ball. The 2-1 is swung on and hit to center field. Mark Reed with a single, his second hit of the ball game. Ron is now up. Ron does not hit lefties as well as he hits righties. And as he fouls that one off. Mark Reed looking to steal a base, I think, as he will go. And I think that's a stolen base, yep. So Mark Reed now in scoring position. Max speed, 18.9 miles per hour. The 1-1 to Ron. Swung on and hit to left field. Cannon will make a nice play. Nice running grab, but Mark Reed is just too fast. He'll tag up. Nice play by Mark Canna, really. Nice play. Jacob Tayo will be up. He's 1 for 2 with that single off Tyler McGill's leg. Runner on third and Mark Reed. So really all Jacob has to do to get this run in is either hit the ball in the air to the outfield. Mark Reed can tag. Hit the ball on the ground. We just want Jacob to hit the ball hard wherever he is. But not too hard, I guess, if it's on the ground. I don't know. Just put the ball in play, right? Or get a hit. A hit's always good. As he takes that one for a ball. I wonder if Joely will work around Jacob just a little bit to set up the double play. 3-0 is he throws a changeup on 3-0. The 3-1 now. Jacob's really going to look for his pitch. Not going to swing yeah. So the second walk of the day for Jacob. Ian Kramer will be up. But that does set up the double play for Joely. With a guy who does ground into a fair amount of double plays in Ian Kramer. And as if on cue, Ian hits into a double play to end the inning. So the Diamondbacks still lead 9-0. Joely Rodriguez gets out of it. And Ricky Vaughn will stay in the ball game after only throwing 5 pitches. Stay in the ball game to face Dom Smith, who immediately grounds out. And Pint with a nice play. Thomas Nido now up. I really hope I'm saying his name right. I hope it's Nido. He lines that one hard to Mark Reed, who will make the catch. 2 pitches and 2 outs for Ricky Vaughn, who will face Starling Marte. Starling Marte lined a single to center in his last at-bat. Or maybe that was the second at-bat. Takes that 100-mile-an-hour fastball in there for a strike. So 0-2 now. Going to give him another 100-mile-an-hour fastball. And he pops up in foul territory. Jacob Tayo under it. And he makes the catch. Easy 8th inning. Looks like the Diamondbacks might be in play to win this ball game with very little stress. We're going to get somebody up in the bullpen. We're going to get no Octane up in the bullpen to pitch the 9th inning, as Adam Pint will face Joely Rodriguez. Adam does not face lefties all that often, and thus tends to have worse stats against them. But we said that again. We said that about Mark Reed, and I guess we said the opposite about Mark Reed. The 1-1 now to Adam Pint is hit to right field, and that'll drop in there for a nice little single. Adam's second hit of the day after the home run, I think. Big Mar up. I wonder if Big Mar sees lefties maybe a little bit better than he sees righties. He had a nice hit he had a nice fly out last at bat. He's 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. The 0-1 pitch is swung on and hit foul. The 0-2 now to Big Mar. Taken. And Big Mar swings and misses at that fastball. Second strikeout of the day. .91-mile-an-hour fastball, sinker, changeup, and then got him with the fastball. I wonder if that changeup, that sinker, changeup, fastball combo, those last 3 pitches really got Big Mar confused, and so he swung at a bad pitch. Zion up. Probably Zion's last at-bat of the night, trying to make it count. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Had a really nice at-bat last time up. And that'll be grounded foul. Is it confusing that people say at-bat when they're referring to your time at-bat, but then also the stat at-bat is, like, kind of different? Like, walks aren't at-bats, but you can say you had a nice at-bat when you get a walk. That's a little confusing. Anyway, Zion strikes out. Joely Rodriguez throws him a nice, what was that? A nice changeup, lefty on lefty changeup. As Ethan Motsinger will be up. Possibly, if Ethan does not get on the last at-bat for the Diamondbacks of the night. The 0-1 is swung on and fouled. Ethan hit a home run in his last at-bat. But he is down 0-2 after a good changeup from Joely. Takes that one for a ball. The 1-2 to Ethan is taken for a ball inside. Ethan swings and hits Joely. The second pitcher plunked in the game. What are the odds of that? I hope Joely Rodriguez is okay. It seems he will be as we flash back to Ethan Hartoon's previous at-bats. There's the first one. And then maybe they'll show the second one. Yeah, that's the second one right there. So Ethan gets on to give Ethan Hartoon another chance at his third home run of the game. The 0-1 is swung on and hit foul. Back-to-back changeups from Rodriguez. And Ethan lines that one into center field, and it will get down for a base hit. Zion coming around to score. The Diamondbacks lead 10-0. So Mark Reed, did the sky just change from light to dark? That's weird. That might be a bug. if you're watching this video, feel free to go back to Ethan Hartoon's at bat and see whether the sky was like afternoon, and then as soon as Mark Reed came up, it was dark. I don't remember what it was like for Ethan Motsinger's at bat. It's possible that we glitched out the Hartoon at bat. Well, the 1-2 to Mark Reed as Joely Rodriguez really just trying to get out of this ball game is fouled off. Don't know how many pitches Rodriguez is prepared to throw here. Already at 39 out of the bullpen, now at 40. He cannot be stretched out much past that. The 2-2 is hit to center field. I don't think that has very much on it, and Starling Marte will be under that one. So the Mets get another, the Diamondbacks get another run on the Ethan Hartoon single to center field. And Uptain will face Guillorme, Nimmo, and Davis. Noah Uptain coming in. He has pitched 7 innings. He's walked 9 in 7 innings. Wow. That is maybe a little troubling. But what we want him to do is just throw strikes. Strikes would be good. As Guillorme hits that one foul. Got knuckle curveballs in there for the second strike. The 2-2 now to Luis Guillorme is hit into center field for a single. Noah Uptain will face Brandon Nimmo now. Really just trying to get a quick 3 outs. Maybe get the team home. I don't know. Go out to dinner. Go to a steakhouse. They've deserved this win as Guillorme tries to take second base, and Ethan Hartoon guns him out by a mile. That will be the first out of the inning. The Mets down 2 outs as Nimmo pops that one into left. Reed under it, and now they are down to their final out. Noah Uptain at 9 pitches. As it J.D. Davis hits that one into right field. Kramer on the run, and he lays out to try to make a nice play. I don't know if we want Ian diving in a 10-0 ball game trying to make the final out of the inning, but that's just kind of the player that Ian Kramer is. Would have been a hell of a play. The 1-1 to J.D. Davis is taken for a ball. The 2-1 is swung on and lined into right field past the diving Pint. And now Noah Uptain not pitching especially well, not fooling anyone with that curveball. Mark Canha up. So he takes fastball for a strike. Good fastball there from Noah. The 0-1 is swung on and missed. Good high fastball. And now we'll try the slurve again. Trying to get Canha swinging. As he does, and he grounds that one to second base. Pint with the throw, and the Diamondbacks win the game. Excellent start from Jaden Hockett. Good day at the plate from a lot of people, especially Hartoon and Reed and Kramer. Ethan Motsinger also with a home run. Jacob Tile with a couple of walks. Big Mar makes his debut, gets a walk. Good all-around game from the Diamondbacks.